Hello everyone, my name is Winters and welcome back to this Let's Play series of Star Trek Online. Right, so let's see. It's been quite a while since I recorded an episode for this Let's Play series. In fact, it's coming up on a year. The reason for that is because I have been busy with other Let's Play series. I done one for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I also done one for Star Trek Online on the Jemadar faction. I aligned with the KDF this time, and I done an engineer. And all of this was on my main account, whereas this Let's Play series is on my free-to-play account. With the other Let's Play series, the Jemadar one, I was able to showcase a number of the C-Store ships, and ships that I had purchased some time ago. I see somebody was saluting me. Oh, it's one of our members. Let me salute back. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I've been busy with that, and it's high time that I started getting back to this Let's Play series. Now, for this episode, and most likely the next episode, I am going to bring you guys up to speed on quite a few changes that have happened in the game. So the first change that I'm going to bring you guys up to date on is that the Foundry is no longer part of Star Trek Online, sadly. I know it's something that we didn't really cover in this Let's Play series, but for those who don't know, the Foundry was basically player-generated content. They were missions that players designed, and they had, unique stories, all designed by players, and other players could play those story missions. Some of them were just, one-offs. Others were part of a much larger and longer sequence of missions. There were a chain. Some of them 3 missions, some of them like 10 missions, within a series. And others then were farming missions, like to help you get loot and ultimately energy credits. Yeah, so the Foundry is no longer part of Star Trek Online. That change was made some time ago. The second thing that I want to bring to your attention is that the episodes tab has got a bit of a streamlining. You may notice here that there doesn't seem to be quite as many arcs as there once was. And that's because they removed, it was 3, maybe 4, I can't remember which now, 3 or 4 arcs that basically didn't have anything to do with the main story that was being told in Star Trek Online. So what they done was, they weren't actually 100% completely removed from the game. They were simply moved to the available tab, and you can see them here now. The Cold War, which is basically the Breen arc, or the Breen story missions. The Lost Dominion, which is basically the Jemadar arc, or the 2800 series. Spectres, which was the stuff that took place on Drozana with the Davidians, and then the Wasteland, which takes place on Nimbus, which is actually where we are now. We're actually on Nimbus, and we'll find out later on in this episode, or maybe the next episode. No, we'll find out in this episode why we're on Nimbus. And that's it, yeah. So there was 4 arcs that were removed from the episodes tab, and they were moved over to the available tab. Now, these don't become available, or they won't appear until you hit level 65, if I'm remembering correctly. And they will not appear like this. What will happen is you will have a mission from let's say Admiral Quinn, like this. Actually, here it is here. So on the Fed side, you have Cold War. Okay, Lost Dominion is the Dominion one. Spectres is the Spectres one, obviously, and then there's the Nimbus ones, which, let's see, do we have? No, satellite repair, asteroid mine toward the galaxy. No, for some reason Nimbus is not appearing up here, and I don't know why. Maybe I've already done it. That could be it. But anyway, if you're on KDF, it'll be slightly different. But basically, this is what you're looking for: Cold War, Lost Dominion, Spectres, and Wasteland. And you talk to that NPC contact. You will probably have to go to a specific location. In the case of Wasteland, you will go to Nimbus and you will talk to Jonesy in here. This guy. Talk to that dude. And what it will do then is it will unlock the first mission. So we'll go down to Wasteland here. It will unlock the first mission in that story arc, which I think is the Lost City of Paradise. I think it's either that or no, it's not Fistful of Gorn. Whatever. Anyway, it will unlock the first mission. When you complete that mission, it unlocks the second mission, and so on and so forth. And it does that for each of the story arcs. And remember, these don't become available until you reach level 65. I'm nearly sure it's level 65. In or around that. We'll say between level 50 and 65. Somewhere in that ballpark, that's when these missions come unlocked. I wanted to point this out to you guys, because if you're new to the game and you're following this series, for example, the Breen missions. This is where you get the Breen set, okay, from 3 of these missions. Okay? The Lost Dominion. This is where you get the Jemadar set for your ship. There's a couple of other little things in there as well, but basically that's the big one, is the Jemadar set. Spectres is where you get the subspace field modulator, one of the missions in the Spectres arc. And Wasteland has the Nimbus Pirate Distress Call in one of the story missions. I can't remember which, but one of the story missions you can get the Nimbus Pirate Distress Call. So yeah, there you go. There's some very important items, and if you're new to the game, you wouldn't know that these missions are kind of hidden away now, which is not a great thing. But anyway, there are items that you can get from playing these missions once you reach level 65. Okay, moving on. The next thing we're going to talk about is endeavors. Now, I'm pretty sure we talked about endeavors a little while ago. And the system has changed a little bit and been expanded upon. So down here in the bottom right, you can see we have endeavors, and it's flashing. All right, so I'm going to click endeavors, and I'm going to go to the endeavors tab here. We'll talk about this in a few minutes. So what we had before was what is now known as Universal Endeavor. That's what we had before, the Universal Endeavor, even though it wasn't called Universal. Basically, with the update that came, they changed the name from Endeavor to Universal Endeavor. And a Universal Endeavor is an endeavor that is the same for everybody on the game. Alright? And you get a new one every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Alright, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you get a new Universal Endeavor, and it's the same one for everybody. Now, endeavors were designed to, how do I put this? Endeavors were designed to highlight different parts of the game to players that you may or may not be aware of. And it encourages you to play whatever piece of content that is. That might be a particular TFO. Oh, by the way, PvE queues have now become known as TFOs, Task Force Operations. We will talk about that later on. If not in this episode, then the next episode. But anyway, so Universal Endeavor can could be something like play a particular TFO, or play a random TFO, or craft a very rare piece of gear from the crafting system, hand in X amount of prisoners to a security officer. I'm trying to think of some other endeavors that there were. Kill X amount of enemy in such a place. Stuff like that. It literally covers the entire game and all these little nooks and crannies that there are. And if you complete the objective, i.e. the endeavor, you get rewarded with a endeavor box. This is the actual box here, the Universal Endeavor Prize Pack. Okay, and as it says, this package contains the rewards for completing a universal endeavor. Opening this package will reward you with 5 random entries from the following: dilithium, energy credits, marked choice box, R&D materials, specialization point XP. All rewards except specialization point XP can roll as rarer qualities, resulting in higher rewards. Okay? So basically, you get rewarded with a random assortment of that stuff for completing a universal endeavor. This is the box you get. Okay? And we'll open one of them now and we'll see what we get. So here, look, we got 50 marks, a quarter specialization, and 4,500 dilithium. That's actually pretty freaking sweet. That's very sweet, actually. Right. Now, the reason why I don't have a universal endeavor here is because I've actually already done my universal endeavor for today on this character. What it wanted me to do was, or what it wanted everybody to do, was to play a random TFO via the random system. Alright? Again, something we'll talk about later on or in the next episode. Anyway, back to endeavors. So that was how the endeavor system was first introduced to us. You just had a universal endeavor that everybody had. Then they expanded upon it. Alright? And they introduced personal endeavors. You can see it here, personal endeavors. And personal endeavors, you have an easy, a medium, and a hard. Okay? And as you can see here, the easy one for me today is deal polar on damage. And this is how much polar on damage I have to do, 5,000. My medium is defeat Gorn on Nimbus. Cha-ching. Hence why we're on Nimbus. And we have to defeat 20 of them. And my hard is complete Iconian TFOs. Alright, remember TFOs are what was once called PvE-Qs. They are now called TFOs, Task Force Operations. And I have to complete 3 of them. If I complete these personal endeavors, I will then get rewarded with one of these boxes. So if I complete the easy endeavor, I will get rewarded with this uncommon box. If I complete the medium endeavor, I will get rewarded with this rare personal endeavor box. And if I complete the hard one, I will get rewarded this very rare personal endeavor box. Okay? And on top of that, you get this amount of XP. Alright, so it's 650 for the easy, 3,200 for the medium, and 8,000 for the hard. And that XP goes towards here, okay? And basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to complete as many endeavors as possible in order to advance this bar here. And once the bar is filled, it then resets and begins all over with the overflow continuing to fill the bar. And each time this overflows, it gives you one of these perk points. Now, what are perk points? I hear you say. Perk points can be spent on an absolute abundance of things. As you can see, I'm scrolling down through them here. There's loads of different things. Alright, so for example here, max hull space. Alright, there are 15 points in each of these different things, and there's 30 different categories, varying from space to ground. Alright, it takes 2 days. If you're doing your endeavors constantly, Alright? Every single day. Oh, by the way, personal endeavors are on a daily basis. Alright? The same time every day you get a new set of personal endeavors. Universal endeavors are every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But personal endeavors are every day at the same day. And you have 24 hours to complete them. Right. So, where was I? Right, okay, so let's spend a couple of perk points. You can see here I've already got 4 and my endeavor rank is currently 0. So I'm going to spend a point. What happens is it comes up here with 3 random options. Alright, unfortunately the system is completely random. So you can't really do a whole lot about that. So I'm going to, I'm going to go for whole regeneration space. Alright, and you can see that I'm getting a plus 4% for having spent 1 point. Okay, there we are. Now, whole regeneration space. So this means now that my character has an additional 4% hull points, or hit points on my hull in space. Now here's the really nice bit. This goes for every single character on my account. Will benefit from this buff. Whether they're created now or if I create them at any point in the future. Okay? And we can see my endeavor rank has gone up by 1. I'm going to spend another point. Projectile weapon space. Nope. Damage resist. Exotic damage space. I'll go with exotic damage because we've got a gravity well. And we'll spend that one. Now we'll spend another turn rate. That looks good. Yeah, let's go with turn rate. And sprint speed, energy weapon. Yes, energy weapon damage space. You betcha. And there we are. Now we have the first 4 points spent. So like I was saying earlier, there are 15 points that can be spent in each one of these different categories, and there is 30 of these categories. That's a total of 450 points, if I'm doing my math correctly. And if it does take 2 days to earn a perk point. So that's 900 days, or just under 3 years, to complete the entire system, if you're doing it every single day. Okay? This is an absolutely awesome system. The benefits are absolutely fantastic. It's a very it's an MMO, and MMOs are always about time investment. And the longer you're around, the better off you are. Like I said, these buffs go for every single character on your account. So even if I create a brand new character now, straight away from the get-go, they will benefit from these buffs here. However, those characters will not be able to complete any endeavors until they reach, I want to say, level 60. I'm pretty sure it's level 60. But in or around that ballpark, okay, is when they will be able to complete endeavors. But regardless, they benefit from the endeavors in any case. Alright? Right. Next thing I want to talk about is, no doubt you have seen here, there's an option to re-roll each of the endeavors. Now, universal endeavors you cannot re-roll. You're stuck with them, tough. That's what you have to deal with. But personal endeavors you can re-roll, meaning that if you don't like a particular personal endeavor for any reason at all, you don't like what it's asking you to do, you think it's too hard, you can't complete it, whatever, you can re-roll and roll the dice and get a new one. And up here in the top right hand corner you can see I have re-roll tokens, and I have 2 of them. Reroll tokens come from endeavor reward boxes. Each box has a 25% chance of giving you a reroll token. So you will just naturally build these up, and I'm pretty sure that the cap is 50. So for example, and I hope this works because there is a little bit of a bug, sometimes it doesn't work, okay? This particular one, I do not fancy playing 3 Iconian TFOs, so I'm going to re-roll it, okay? And that's what you do, hit re-roll, okay, and there we go. Destroy Terran Empire ships. Terran Empire ships can be found in TFOs, the Badlands Battle Zone, and story missions. Perfect. I guarantee once I switch maps, that will not show as complete. That's just a minor graphic bug there. But basically, I will definitely do this. I'm going to the Badlands Battle Zone, and I'm going to just blow up some Terran ships. Endeavor done. Okay? And it won't quite get me there with... Yeah, I won't be able to fill this up today, but it'll get me there for tomorrow. Right, okay. I'm going to open up a bunch of these. We can see here we got 150,000 energy credits for that one. And just wait for that to go away. No, actually just got 50,000 credits that time. I got another 50 that time. There's a reroll token. I got a Marks package. Another reroll token. Got 50,000 energy credits again. Another reroll token. Another 50,000 credits. That's fantastic. 150,000 credits there that time. And 50,000 credits. Alright, then we move on to the rare boxes. See, now I'm getting extra stuff. Another reroll token. 50,000 and 1,000 dilithium. A quarter specialization point and 50,000 dilithium. Nice. 100,000 energy credits that time. Another reroll token, Mark's Choice, and normal R&D materials. Wonderful. Another reroll token, 1,000 dilithium and 50,000 energy credits. Now we're moving on to the very rares. 50, 100, 100,000 energy credits and a bunch of R&D materials. Nice. Another reroll token, 50, 100, 150, 150,000 energy credits, some R&D mats, and 1,000 dilithium. Pretty freaking sweet. Another reroll token. Wow, I can't believe how many I'm getting here. Some R&D materials, 250,000 energy credits, and a Marks package. And another reroll token. R&D mats, 200,000 energy credits, and Mark's Choice. These are really, really, really good. And for my 2 Universal Endeavor prize packs, 200,000 energy credits, some R&D materials, and our last box, but not our least, we got 150,000 energy credits, 1,000 dilithium, and some R&D mats. Very, very nice. Wonderful. Alright, these bad boys I'm going to move over here just a little bit. And actually, I can refine some dilithium. Yay! I am up to 1.5 million refined dilithium now. That is awesome. And remember, I haven't spent a single dime on this game for this account. All of that is earned in-game. Okay, so that's personal endeavors. And reroll tokens and universal endeavors and perk points. So what I'm actually going to do now is we are going to go over yonder, because if you remember, our medium endeavor was defeat Gorn on Nimbus, and we have to defeat 20 of them, and that is why we are here, is to actually complete that endeavor. And I want to show you guys what that actually looks like. So I'm going over here because the canyon is the best place to get Gorn on Nimbus. Best place to get them. Alright, and see the progress already? Look, 6, 7 of them killed already. See it there? And I just need 13 more. So here come the rest of them. 12, 11, 10, 7, 6, 18 to, sorry, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, ta-da! And see down here, we got the 3,200 experience, and we got the rare Endeavor reward box. So I open up my inventory, there's the box there, and double click on it, and we got 200,000 energy credits. Very nice. And another reroll token. My energy credits are up to 24 million energy credits. Again, haven't spent a penny on this game for this account. Okay, so that is Endeavors. And yeah, this is a new system. And look, see, now we're up to 10,000 XP on or towards our next perk point. I will complete this endeavor. Remember, this is just a little bug, right? But once I change maps, that will reset, and I'll be able to go to the Badlands, complete it, get the 8,000 experience, and that will bring me up to 18,100 experience, which will be somewhere around here. And tomorrow, then, when I get my a new batch of personal endeavors, I'll be able to complete them, and it'll get me another perk point, and I'll spend it here. Yeah, alright, so universal endeavors every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, personal endeavors every 24 hours, and yeah, okay, I think I've talked about that enough. I'm pretty confident that you guys are up to speed on everything with that. But listen, hey guys, if you do have any questions, feel free to leave them below. Alright, if there's something you don't understand, leave a comment below, and I'll try and address it for you and get that question answered. I'm just looking at the clock here. I think we are going to leave it here for now. There's a lot of other stuff that I have to cover, so there's definitely going to be a part 2 to this update. And once I've got you guys up to speed on all the changes that have happened since I recorded my last episode, then we are going to get back into the story content. Right, so anyway, we're going to leave it there for now. Thanks a million for watching, folks. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I appreciate all of your support. My name is Winters, and I'll catch you next time. So until then, take care.